Welcome to the inn.
There was a girl that was a mystery to us all. She was more interested in books than the real world, and her father never let her out of his sight.
I missed all this. Let's be young and dumb just for tonight.
Done. I promise you the best days of your life.
I'm ready.
Endless Love, a love story between two teenagers set against the backdrop of a Georgia summer, tries very hard to be an epic romance. It failed miserably, in my opinion. Starring Alex Pettyfer and Gabriella Wilde as the two teenage lovers, David and Jade, this movie tells the story of the romance and its many obstacles. Jade's older brother died of cancer when she was young, and this caused her to become sheltered and cut off from the outside world. David's mother left him when he was young, and he's got a bit of a temper. They meet on the day of their high school graduation and embark on a summer-long relationship. They're mad for each other. However, Jade's father disapproves of their relationship and tries to keep them apart. This movie seemed like an adaptation of a book of romance cliches. The characters were boring to me and their love just wasn't believable. There was absolutely no chemistry between Pettyfer and Wilde. This movie didn't bring anything new to the romantic drama genre other than a plate of bland with a side order of tedious. Everything this movie tried to do, so many other movies before it have done better. The only good part of the movie was the occasional comic relief provided by David's best friend Mace, played by Dayo Ogoniyi. I would have much rather watch him tell one-liners for 2 hours than have to see this movie again. Next time, leave the epic romances to Nicholas Sparks. So Aiden, you saw Endless Love too. What did you think?
This movie is awful.
God awful.
This movie, I mean, you don't say anything positive about it in your review, and it's worse than you're making it sound. It's really, really terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of strong words, some of which we can't say on TV, but it was just, the movie was endless. There was no love. It was so bad.
It's just what struck me the most is that the romance is so unappealing in this movie. The characters basically, they don't act like actual human beings. So right away, you just are not connected to the story whatsoever. But even worse than that, it's a really unhealthy relationship, and the filmmakers are trying to make it seem like it's important and actually meaningful. And
I mean, Jade gave up a lot of important things in her life, like her internship, a very prestigious medical internship at Brown, so that she could spend the rest of the summer with this boy who she's literally known for 2 weeks. And I mean, maybe I'm old, maybe I'm like old and grumpy now, but that made no sense to me. And the entire time I was rooting for her to just leave him and go do her internship.
Yeah, and on top of that, it's so melodramatic.
It really is.
It feels like you're watching a bad high school drama or something,
I mean,
like a bad play put on by high schoolers, except they're 30 years old.
The only thing I really expected, this is just me and like being really into romantic movies, but I half expected someone to die in this movie, and I was very disappointed that no one did. We had a car accident and a house fire, and there was no deaths. I wanted to see blood, because by the end of this movie, I was bored. I stayed awake for the sake of doing this review.
You had a thirst for blood by the end of the thing.
I was hungry for someone to just die because it was so boring, and I wanted something, like, to happen. It felt like nothing happened the entire movie.
No, nothing happens in this movie. It's pathetic. It's really not worth anybody's time.
So, what's your favorite romantic drama? Comment below or tweet us at POA Reviews, and you might be featured on the next episode of Price of Admission.